Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. Well, contrary to the mood of this urgent question so far, can I just point out that today is a day where we have surpassed 100,000 people on deaths in the United Kingdom. 37,000 people are currently in hospital for COVID. And now's not the time to set arbitrary deadlines for the opening of schools or arbitrary targets, which means that schools can then be opened. We must go by the medical advice. And in connection with that, may I ask the Minister, does he not think it's a good idea if we were to vaccinate everyone who is an adult who works in school sooner rather than later to stop public transmission of COVID?
Well, my honourable friend is quite right to point to that very tragic milestone, and our thoughts, I'm sure the thoughts of everyone in this House, are with the families and friends of people that we have lost during this COVID pandemic. And he is right, therefore, to point out that there are 37,000 people in our hospital at the moment with this virus, which is higher than it was at the peak of the virus last year. And that's why we have to take these decisions about the national lockdown very seriously, and we have to rely on the advice of SAGE and the Joint Biosecurity Centre and Public Health England, and we have to look at the pressure on the NHS when reaching those decisions. Now, he is also right to point to the issue of vaccines. The priority initially is on mortality, which means that they focus on age, where the rates of mortality are higher. But once we're through that phase one, then we will be looking at occupations, and the Department for Education will certainly be making the case to the Department of Health for staff in the education sector.